comment. John, your questions that you have. Pardon me?
Can we talk like adults?
No, I'm not gonna ask you a question, I'm just gonna make a comment. If I could get a copy of your questions, okay? And anything dealing with administration, budget, if you wanna call my secretary, Dara, set up a meeting, we'll sit down and talk about it. And I'll answer your questions.
If I could also make a comment, I tried to speak with you, as you're saying that no one will talk to you. I tried to say to you, if you had stayed last week at the end of the meeting, I said that when the report from CSI was made available to us, okay, bring up bits and pieces of the,
Okay, here we go.
I wasn't here in the fall.
Yes, you were.
Linda.
Oh, in the August.
Mrs. Gaydos, Mr. Yakim, if we could,
Debating.
Can we talk? Do you want to talk?
No.
you can talk after the
Okay,
meeting.
I'll
That
just
is-
finish my comment of, I just ask that you wait till the report is done, and then we will all come to the same conclusions together. Okay?
You sat in the audience right near me
Okay.
all last fall, wanting to see the daily report.
Correct,
The daily report's out there.
correct.
Why will this municipality not release it?
When the other report is out, then we will have something to compare to so that we're not coming
What
to
makes you think that there's
conclusions.
anything flawed with the daily
That's all I
report?
wanted to say. I don't want to sit and debate, I just wanted
Mr.
to
Yakim-
answer you.
Mrs. Gaydos, Mr.
done.
Yakim, if you have any other comments, this is your time to comment. This is public comment.
I'll continue my comments. Mrs. Gaydos, if you, the daily report, which you, I assume, have seen, I assume you've seen the daily report?
As you have.
Have you read it?
Yes.
Okay. What made you vote, what makes you think there's flaws in that report? What did Mr. Daly say in that report that you think is flawed?
That is going to be a legal, I think that would be legal as to.
But you've asked me the question, so I'm now asking you the
No,
question.
I-
You want to
I was
discuss
making
this
a
with
comment.
me?
Okay.
Mrs.
We
Gaydos, I would please
discuss.
ask that you hold to the fact that this is public comment and let Mr. Yakim finish any comments that he may have.
So it was okay that Mr. Little engaged Mr. Moynihan.
I was, before this became debate. Once again, I said initially this was for public comment, not for public debate. And actually, whenever you were going to come up to engage with Mr. Little, he was just commenting to you. Mr. Little, it's within his...
Gentlemen, usually, if we're going to have a discussion, allow the other gentleman to come to the podium. So that's why I came up to the podium to engage with Mrs.
I'm not suggesting whether
Gaydos.
you are a gentleman or not, but I'm just trying to stick to the order of our business here, our agenda, that this is public comment. Will I discuss it with Mr. Little afterwards, that he should perhaps wait till after public comment? We can have that discussion afterwards. But
Should
it
make
is
for an interesting
public-
article in the paper, when you reprimand him for speaking to a resident.
It's not a reprimand whatsoever. Just reminding you and everyone that it's public comment. That's what it's always been in the agenda.
Public comment is about us, our ability to get information from our government. If we cannot ask questions and get answers, we have no choice but to file right-to-know requests. We have no choice but to go to the Court of Common Pleas. We have no choice but to go to the newspaper. Because you are silent, you are not answering our questions. You may think I'm a minority of one, but I assure you I am not. Your residents, the Second Ward residents, residents throughout this municipality, who believe as I do, are contacting us because they are frustrated with the lack of answers. You did this behind closed doors, and then public officials lied about it. You fired a municipal manager behind closed doors with unelected officials. You trumped up charges with unelected officials. Public wants to know answers. And we, I assure you, are not getting tired. We will continue to ask our questions.
And you're entitled to do that.
And it's frustrating that we're not getting answers. I would love to engage you in conversation, but I want it on the record. So if you have more questions for me, I would love to discuss them with you.
Thank you.
Once again, any other public comments?